So I had a fun idea. Now you guys probably know I'm not the biggest fan of franchise mode. Listen, coming from my history with Zoo Tycoon, I love to make my own zoos in sandbox mode, and that's really how I play Planet Zoo today. However, I thought it'd be fun to kind of break franchise mode. Now, obviously when you're starting out in franchise mode, money is key. And while I plan on having a video that goes into like all the deep mechanics of Planet Zoo, kind of like all the numbers and data behind each and every animal to give you the most bang for your buck. But today we're talking strictly what you can do for franchise mode to save the most amount of money. Keep in mind, everything in here is not going to be pretty. So with that being said, let's get started. So one of the ways that we could have actually saved a ton of money in franchise mode is if we had the opportunity to use pre-made maps. I am certain that the Frontier team already thought about this exploit, which is why we are not able to do that in-game. Technically. Yes, so I kind of came up with a fun idea that we could actually use the game mechanics to work for us and help us save money for enclosures in Planet Zoo. To do that, we have to go back in time. Specifically to update 1.7, which is when the North America Animal Pack came out. Now, this update had a bunch of cool features. It had the big cats being able to deep dive, it had the animal talk seating, but most importantly, it had the sculpted terrain tool. Now, whenever you load into a Planet Zoo map, either on Sandbox or in Diorama mode or any of these other modes, you have the option to start either with a flat map or a sculpted map. The sculpted map is cool. It essentially gives in like all these cool land features into your maps that otherwise would take you a whole long time to figure out. Meanwhile, the flat maps are every Sandbox player's dream, where it's literally just a flat map where you could really make the terrain work for however you want it to. However, under both of these options, you're gonna see something that ends with .tif. These are TIFF files. And what they are, they're height maps. You guys see where I'm going with this? Height maps are one of the update features that came in 1.7 that allow you to make your own custom height maps for Planet Zoo. These can be used in a whole wide variety of ways, whether it's you're making a one-to-one replica of a zoo in real life, or if you just want to have interesting terrain like rivers, jungles, and stuff like that. I mean, look at the images here for literally all the creativity that the whole Planet Zoo community has done with these. It's so cool. However, I thought that we could use this to our advantage, so look at what I did. Now, yeah, it doesn't look like much. It just looks like a whole bunch of square boxes, and that's where the fun comes in. This was made with franchise specifically in mind, so without further ado, let's jump into a franchise zoo. We're just gonna go medium because I'm not a pro gamer. Optimizoo. And this height map will be available for you guys to download if you guys want to play with this on your own time. And here we are. So obviously it doesn't take any of the dumb work out of franchise, like you still need to place your paths and stuff. But from here, we save so much money, and I'll show you why. If we place a habitat gate right here and cover the rest of the habitat with null barriers don't break everyone. So with the habitat perimeter like this, if you're hoping to load right into a franchise zoo and make the most indestructible fence possible, you're looking at $1,400 already right off the bat. Now you might be wondering how to actually get your keepers and animals into these habitats. Well, the simple thing really is to just use the roof pieces. It's been so long since I've actually played, I forgot how to play. So now once you actually are able to drop your animals in here, they could already access the entire habitat. And the cool thing is, with some animals, it depends on their hitbox, but with some animals, you don't even need to cover up this section over here with the door. Now again, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but from here you can start to play around with the animal requirements. Now, if you really want to optimize it, you could actually put little divots in each habitat to account for water. And then from there, you could just start to decorate the rest of the habitat with whatever enrichment your animals need. And then if you really want maximum efficiency, you could utilize these little ramps over here as your covered habitat space so your animals don't get wet. That worked out pretty good. Let's do another. Let's try some porcupines this time. Figured we could also use some of those donation boxes to let this video go a little bit longer. Oh no, there's snow. Okay, this isn't good. This isn't good. Height maps don't fix snow. So back to business over here, you can see that we could easily fix all of this too. Except for the fact that they just escaped. come on, just go. Just get them.
Nice shot.
Okay, at least with this, there are door pieces that we could use. And at least now they shouldn't escape. But really, how much was that piece? That was $15. And again, from here we could just go throughout the entire habitat and fill out their needs for free. Except, of course, their enrichment and food needs, but you guys know what I mean. But again, look at this habitat. Again, if we wanted it to be one of the strongest fence types in the game, $2,400. That's not gonna cut it. I mean, let's be completely honest, we have animals to feed. And the cool thing about these habitats is that you can combine them easily too. So yeah, there's ways to make it more optimal, but listen, we're just having fun at this point. Oh god, what is happening? So even with all this, we could have these huge habitats over here that, again, cost no money. Well, I mean practically no money, but you guys know what I mean. And just really simple ways to make sure that your animals have everything that they need. Sometimes it doesn't need to be pretty, but we could fill up all of these habitats in here and make a super efficient zoo. However, I'm super allergic to franchise mode, so this is where I'm gonna end it, my friends. If you all did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like and even... Is this guy dead? Okay, I'm teaching you guys how to be efficient. Sometimes death is the only efficient way. Yeah, make sure to take care of your animals once they're actually in these habitats. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to stay tuned for more videos kind of like this. I'm doing a deep dive into franchise mode that kind of talks about the specific needs and, you know, all the costs of the animals, so keep your eyes posted for that. I'll make sure not to kill any. One last time, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, and goodbye.